off with ace-9. You can't call off with ace-9, Guesty. Really? Seriously? Normally, I would say that's bad poker. But in light of the fact that these 6 players already made a deal, maybe that's the explanation. Nonetheless, though, Guesty 001 needs the board to pair or a 9 that's not a heart. Bam! 9-ball corner pocket. And Guesty 001 doubles up and is now our chip leader. Tilt 21 Stead, gone in 6th place. And as I mentioned, courtesy of that deal, he had already secured himself 6 figures. He takes home $115,000. These players are still playing for a significant sum, though. And of course, the title as the champion of the Sunday Million. A raise from John. And an all-in from 1B Connor 1. I tell you, you'd think that they've secured themselves 6 figures and they're playing for pennies. No, they're playing for $30,000 still. Well, there's the push from 1B Connor. And the call from Jean-Fried. 10-4 deuce. Not much there for 1B Connor 1. Needs a 7. And only a 7. That's not a 7. That's the 3 of diamonds. And 1B Connor 1 from the UK takes home $129,000. Not a bad payday for Easter Sunday. 4 players remain. Jean-Fried, our chip leader, again with $33.5 million. LOL almost certainly going to push here. And my guess would be that Jean-Fried is going to make the call. We're at hand 97. All hell is broken loose. These guys make a deal, and it's almost as if the money left on the table is insignificant to them. We're talking about $30,000 still. Ace-7 deuce, and Jean-Fried has flopped the set. LOL with 2 outs, 1 card to come. Oh, look at that. Wow. It all went in pre-flop. So it's not like he got really sucked out on, but a painful way to lose if you're Jean-Fried. LOL, back up to 25.1 million chips. Probably going to see a raise here and then a push from Offrit. 4-handed, you get a raise from the button. You've got an ace in the small blind. You've only got about 12 or 13 big blinds. I like the push. I think your ace-deuce is going to be ahead of your opponent's range enough of the time to make this push profitable. Unfortunately for him, Jean has woken up with a bigger ace. You can see that Offrit about a 3-1 dog. Pot just over 18.5 million chips. King, Queen, 3. Not much there from Offrit. Oh, there's a deuce. Look at that on the turn. Jean-Fried needs a jack or a 10. That's not going to do it. And Offrit doubles up to over 18.5 million chips. Jean-Fried, now our short stack with 4 players remaining. Get a raise and a 3-bet. And now it's over to Jean-Fried in the big blind. He's going to shove with the queens. Don't think Offrit's going to make the call, but I'd be shocked to see LOL fold this. Especially the way the action has played out so far. There's the call. Pot over 25 million chips. King, Queen, 7. A set for Jean-Fried. And LOL is drawing dead. Jean-Fried going to double up to nearly 26 million chips. Full house. Queens full of 6s. Blind still 300,000, 600,000. Still plenty of play. I mean, for a tournament, these guys aren't that shallow, with the exception of LOL right now, who's at about 15 big blinds. Everybody else here has got at least, say, 35 big blinds. A raise from Guesty. Offer it makes the 3-bet. Back over to Guesty 001. He's going to just call. I thought he might shove. Jack 10-5, and we can see fireworks here. You can see that it's literally a coin flip. Guesty with a pair. Offer it with the overcards and the open-ended straight draw. A 9, an ace, a king, or a queen would win it for offer it. Guesty with one of the blockers in his hand. Not a great day for the Team PokerStars pros yesterday. Such a talented group of poker players. Jose Nacho Barbero was the final finisher, I should say. He exited it in 681st place yesterday. Offer it checks. Guess he's going to bet $3 million. Probably pretty confident that he has the best hand right now. And he's going to get called by offer it. River's a 6. And what do you do if you're offer it? You don't really have any showdown value with king high. He's going to check. Looks like he gives up here. And is Guesty going to check it back? He does check it back. And he's going to win that pot. 8,225 runners started this tournament. We are down to our final 4. Hand 115. Blind still 300,000, 600,000. LOL all in with the king 9 of spades. I don't mind it at all. Unfortunately for him, he's going to walk into John Fried's ace queen. He's got live cards, though. The power of being the pusher. 2 ways to win the pot. Obviously, you can get your opponent to fold. And hey, you can always win in showdown. LOL, not a huge underdog here. And now he's a favorite. Jack 9 deuce. He's got second pair. 10 of hearts. He's got to fade a lot of cards. John Fried has picked up a straight draw. Does not complete it, though, and LOL doubles up. Back up over 21 million chips.
We are 10,000 people in Brazil, holding our breath. We are alone. Hunters. Hunted. We are committed. Blessed. Calm. We are all in. We are poker.
These commercials get me pumped up every time. Well, this is what you were waiting for. The password is here. Queenstown. Write it down. Make sure you play in that online poker show free roll and get your butt in this tournament. Who knows? You could win 6 figures, life-changing money for nothing. We're going to jump ahead to hand 120. Guesty, our chip leader, with over 35 million chips. Blinds now 400,000, 800,000. He's going to raise with the 5s. Jean Fried's going to push it all in with the ace-10. Guess he's not going to fold this. No way. If you call off with ace-9 for your tournament life, there's no way you're going to fold 5s when you've got your opponent covered. Not a good flop for Guesty. King, Queen, 10, 2 diamonds out there. Jean Fried way ahead. And now has a stranglehold on this. Guesty with 1 out. And that's not going to do it. Jack of clubs on the river, and John Freed doubles up to over 23 million chips. Well, the way the chips are flying around right now, it really is anybody's tournament. Blinds 400,000, 800,000. LOL with ace-10. He's going to shove them all in. Guesty going to go all in over the top with the jacks. Offer it with the pocket fives. He might have called one all in. I don't think he's going to call two, though. Nope, he's going to let it go. Ace-10 against jacks. And LOL's tournament life on the line. He's at risk. So far, nothing there for him. 6-3 deuce, 2 hearts. Queen of spades on the turn. Not going to help him. Needs an ace and only an ace on the river. And that's not going to do it. The 6 of hearts on the river seals his fate. LOL from Norway, out in 4th place, takes home $110,000. Once again, astounding numbers for the Sunday Million. Over 8,200 runners. 6 players making 6 figures. A raise from Jean. Offret all in. Jean Fried obviously going to make this call. Ace-King against fives, the classic race. Let's see who gets lucky. Queen 4 deuce. So far, so good for Offret. Deuce of spades on the turn. And the river is the 9 of clubs, and the fives hold up. Up to over 28 million chips. And Jean Fried down to below 10 million. He's got about 10 big blinds. Guesty's going to set a trap. And John Fried does not fall for it. I was pretty sure Guesty was just calling there with the intention of calling off. Oh, wow, what a flop. Look at this. Guesty flops a straight with a straight flush redraw. A bet from Guesty, a call from Jean with second pair. Guesty bets 1.6 million. And Jean Fried is going to shove it all in. He's drawing dead. Guesty makes the call, and that is going to be it for Jean Fried. Once again, Jean Fried finished runner-up in the Sunday Million in December of last year. Now, just 4 months later, he finishes in 3rd place. The Spaniard taking home over $150,000. And we are heads up. Start with 8,225 players. It's inevitable. It will eventually come down to 2. Offret from Norway, Guesty from the UK. King 8-7, 2 diamonds out there. Both players get a piece of it. Guesty with top pair, in control. He's going to bet 3 million. Offret's going to make the call. Ace of clubs changes nothing. Might be a scare card for both players, though. Pot 14.2 million. Can Offret represent? Well, he probably thinks he has showdown value. River's a 3 of hearts, and that really shouldn't change anything. Guesty's going to bet 3 million, kind of a blockish value bet. And at this point, Offret's got to realize, I'm probably not good, and that's exactly what he does, and he folds. Guesty up to about 60 million chips, Offret down to about 23 million. About a 3-1 chip advantage for Guesty. Guesty limps in on the button. Offret says, okay, let's see a flop. 7-6-3, pair of threes for Guesty. Offret with the overcards, plus the straight draw. Take a look at the percentages.